Dhaniya Sutta, Sutta Nipāta 1.2, Uraga Vagga, Khuddaka Nikaya, How to be untouchable when the world falls apart. Dhaniya the herdsman stood by the riverbank at night. His cattle were fed, his rice was cooked, his wife was beside him. His house was built strong against wind and rain. Looking at all he had prepared, he felt safe. He spoke with confidence, almost pride. My rice is cooked, my cows are milked, my house is secure. I live by the river. Let the rain fall if it wishes. This is how the world measures safety, by preparation, possession, and control. When things are arranged properly, the heart relaxes. When wealth is stored, fear sleeps, or so it seems. The Buddha heard Dhaniya's words and replied quietly, without argument. My anger is cooled. My craving is ended. My fire is extinguished. I live without clinging. Let the rain fall if it wishes. Two ways of life stood face to face. One trusted what could be owned. One trusted what could not be lost. Dhaniya's safety depended on conditions remaining stable. The Buddha's peace did not. Dhaniya had prepared for rain, hunger, and cold, but he had not prepared for impermanence. The Buddha did not mock Dhaniya's effort. He did not condemn work, family, or livelihood. He pointed to something deeper. Everything Dhaniya depended on was subject to change. Cattle grow sick, floods come without warning, houses decay, bodies age. Even loved ones must one day be separated. Preparation can delay discomfort, but it cannot prevent loss. The Buddha spoke of a different kind of shelter, one that does not leak, does not rot, and cannot be stolen. That shelter is non-clinging. When the mind no longer says mine, fear loses its footing. Mara, the embodiment of delusion and attachment, appeared and tried to disturb this understanding. He praised possession. He praised family bonds. He praised security built on ownership. But the Buddha did not move, because Mara's power only exists where craving exists. Where there is clinging, there is fear. Where there is fear, there is bondage. The Buddha's hut was open. This does not mean homelessness of the body. It means nothing in the heart was locked in. When craving ends, the fire that burns the mind goes out. The Buddha calls this extinguishing nibbana, cooling. Dhaniya slowly began to see the difference. He had said, "Let the rain come," but only because he believed he was protected from it. The Buddha said, "Let the rain come," because nothing could disturb his peace. One statement came from confidence in things. The other came from freedom from things. This sutta is not a rejection of worldly life. It is a warning about mistaking preparation for liberation. You may save money, build a house, care for family, and plan wisely. But if the heart clings to these as my safety, fear will return again and again. The Buddha taught that true danger is not loss, but attachment to what must be lost. When a person knows this, they still work, still care, still live responsibly, but without bondage. They know that everything borrowed from the world must be returned. This knowledge softens greed, loosens fear, and prepares the mind for death without panic. Dhaniya's story is the world's story. We say, "I am safe," because the bank account is full, because health is good, because the family is together. But these conditions are temporary. The Buddha shows another way to live, not careless, not negligent, but unattached. When loss comes, the wise person grieves without collapsing. When death comes, they go without terror. This is the harvest of inner cultivation. Those who cling say, "I have enough." Those who are free say nothing is needed. The Buddha's wealth was not visible, but it could not be taken by flood, fire, illness, or death. That is why the rain no longer mattered,